and welcome to a very special show, Badlaav Humse Hai, an initiative brought to you by AU Small Finance Bank in association with Network 18. Through this initiative, AU Small Finance Bank in association with Network 18, of course, will bring you inspiring stories of change makers who relentlessly, even thanklessly, work on the ground to impact, to inspire, and to finally change things for people at the bottom of the pyramid. Actually, today we are inaugurating season 2 of Badlaav Humse Hai, and in the coming days we will bring you more inspiring nuggets of change leaders in areas like climate change, rural development, women's empowerment, health, education, change leaders who with their silent work bring about deep socio-economic transformation. Well, actually, rather than me describing it with my words, let me play you some of the most memorable moments from season 1 so you can see for yourself the incredible journey of Badlaav Humse Hai.
The power to shape the future belongs not just to a few, but to all of us. But there are only a few who have the courage and perseverance to bring a change for the welfare of others. In an effort to showcase and celebrate these unsung change makers who are relentlessly working on ground to truly make a difference, AU Small Finance Bank partnered with Network 18 for a unique initiative, Badlaav Humse Hai. In its first season, we showcased the efforts of unsung heroes who are on a journey to create positive change towards a more inclusive, fair and sustainable community for all. The season culminated with a grand finale celebrating change makers who have pushed the boundaries of possibilities and brought about a change in society. The season 1 finale also witnessed policymakers, corporate leaders and renowned personalities converge to salute the spirit of every change maker and inspire millions to imbibe the spirit of Badlaav. In line with AU Small Finance Bank's commitment to fuel the potential of change makers, Season 2 of the initiative aims to bring inspiring stories of transformation from across the country and dive deeper into the socio-economic impact created by these unsung heroes. The initiative aims to change, impact and inspire the nation to take action, from empowerment to financial inclusion, from education to employment, transforming millions of lives, building a better society. Badlaav Humse Hai Season 2 will celebrate the true spirit of unsung change makers and bring to life their stories of hope, compassion, relentless hard work and change.
Well, like I told you, Badlaav Humse Hai is presented by AU Small Finance Bank in association with Network 18, and today we are being joined by Sanjay Agarwal, founder and managing director and CEO of AU Small Finance Bank, the man who in his own way is directing this bank, AU Small Finance, to make a tangible difference to the lives of ordinary people, usually the underserved, often the unserved, people who have been long overlooked by the system. Welcome to the show, Sanjay ji.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, now you tell me in your own words, what is the significance of Badlaav Humse Hai for you and for your bank?
No, I think the Badlaav Humse actually represents what we have done over the years, right? Because we just started a bank journey last 6 years, but we are into this business for last now 28 years. So first 22 years was around only those unserved, unreached markets where customers were not able to reach to the banks for their loan or maybe for their advice and many things, right? So I think by virtue of our whole execution in those markets and those things, we represent, that you will get the money, right? And it won't be from maybe the main channel, but I think they may be from us, and you can build yourself. You can unlock your potential, you can realize your own true life,
Okay, I'm going to come back to this story of how you are trying to bring about Badlaav. But, in this campaign itself, you also look for those kinds of people in various initiatives?
Yeah, of course. So, as you know that I'm a first generation entrepreneur, right? And so I strongly believe that everybody has a potential, right? And everybody has doing something for his livelihood or bringing some kind of change, building something very meaningful. But those stories are not coming up, right? And I have seen myself from last 28 years. So idea was to really partner with you people to bring those people, those stories, those impact, to the world. there would be so many stories, and we want to give this platform to them only. Yeah. We want to dedicate this platform to them only, so that, those unheard stories, people's effort, can be recognized.
What plans do you have or ideas do you have about season 2, Badlaav Humse Hai?
Let's invite people, understand their stories, understand their impact, and really appreciate the real thing, and can we make them meet the whole world, and then of course the world also helps them to get to a new level, right? So I think in a similar way, it's a season 2, and I strongly believe that this time also we will get new heroes, I would say new unsung heroes, or who will come up and show us what they are doing for the whole socio-economic reforms and all those things.
Oh yes, those were very inspiring stories.
Correct.
The first series was so heart-moving.
Correct.
And also very encouraging.
Correct.
That people can make a difference. Which is my question to you. Does the system throw you back, or do you think you can change makers can work with the system?
No. I think I would say that if you are really putting some different perspective to the world, you're putting something very unique, or something very meaningful, people will accept it. Yeah. So and we are the one of them beneficiary out of it, right? Because when we started ourselves, we were nowhere, right? With the time, with the opportunity, and people support, we have reached to this level. So I think it's just a matter of time where we can just get them recognized.
People saw your record and Reserve Bank gave you.
Yeah. I think I would say that people get more supportive, in the sense that if you are an underdog, if you are coming from nowhere, then people are more supportive.
Can you give me a profile of AU Small Finance Bank itself? Do you still insist on ensuring that the unbanked are banked first? Is that one of your priorities of your DNA of your bank?
Yeah, because by design itself, I think the objective of small finance bank is to do inclusive financing or inclusion, right? So if you see this, right, our 25% branches are in unbanked areas, right? And unbanked areas means that there is no commercial branch in a village of at least 5,000 people, right? Our 50% loan book is lesser than 25 lakh, right? Oh. Our priority sector is 75%. So by design, we need to be in those markets, right? And by virtue of now licensing, we actually can price the deposits, from the urban markets.
Yes.
And then can lend to these markets, right? So it's an ideal situation for the borrower and the savior concept, right? Where if you have money, you can put it with us, we can price you better. And the guys who are there in the hinterlands, can take money from us. Okay. So I think by virtue of the design itself and our own experience of 28 years, we are fulfilling that objective.
Okay. Well, would it mean that you have to do a lot of literacy work, literally educating your customers in financial literacy?
We are a very formal, very high on compliance, high on governance, right? And we are structurally delivering our product, right? So it's our duty also to explain them about the saving account. It's duty ours to explain them about current account. It's duty ours to explain them about NPCI, the Aadhaar, all those things, right? And how the loans can be given, what the eligibility of loans, how do you to use that. I think by structure, it is so designed so well that it is automatically done, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have to take a break, but I have lots more questions on how digitization has changed your life.
Correct.
And how much is the customer able to reach out to the formal banking system because of digitization? All those very interesting questions to Sanjay Agarwal after a break. Welcome back to AU Small Finance Bank and Network 18 presentation, Badlaav Humse Hai, Season 2. In this season of this initiative, we are going to bring to you stories of change by extraordinary change makers who will inspire India not just to recognize the power of change, but to look up to the spirit of the change makers. In this curtain raiser episode, I have been speaking to the man who actually conceptualized, who's the author behind the core thought of this initiative, who lives its spirit, as it were, Sanjay Agarwal of AU Small Finance Bank. Sanjay, thank you for waiting by. Okay, let me come to the digitization question. Is that, how is it changing? How are you better able to do this work of Badlaav in AU Small Finance because of digitization?
Of course, because digitization, represent Badlaav only, right? And I hope, we launched our AU 010 digital bank now good 2.5 years back, and we got around 2 million customers on it now. And that app actually helps you to do anything from your own convenient time, convenient place, at your will, right? And we launched video banking. So I think we have done very well there. We have launched our own credit cards and all those things. So entire deposit framework, entire payment framework, your own service framework has been designed through now digital framework. So I believe that has bring many Badlaavs in the life of the people on the ground. Okay. Even in the hinterland, people, branches are very far-fetched, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But people through digital app, can reach out to us, with their own convenient and time, right?
This is an eye-opener to say that people in far-flung villages are using your app and are chatting with you through video. Can you, I don't want to throw leading questions at you.
Correct.
You tell us how AU Small Finance is revolutionizing, because I would assume that you have very large number of new-to-credit customers.
Correct.
So tell us what kind of revolution you're bringing about.
So, I would say, the whole video banking is the, I would say, our trophy item in terms of our own digital properties. Because when we started, the word was video KYC. But we thought that let's not build video KYC, let's build video banking.
Okay.
So you can open an account through that whole.
Big change.
Yeah, because you can open an account through our video banking, but can also look for some kind of services, like, you can transfer money, you can have insurance consultancy, you can have wealth consultancy, you have maybe any kind of advice,
Yes.
And in that sense, even a very commoner guy, or maybe a semi-urban and rural areas market customer also can come up and can look for some kind of solution from us, right? I think that's a big change we have brought in the whole banking arena. And I would say recently, we are also launching our credit automation, through the FICO and Salesforce platform, where, we will allow people to take the credit decision in maybe 5 seconds, So in a far-fetched areas, if there is a dealership and you want to take a vehicle, as a moment, it might take around 2 days, 3 days to decide.
And some visits to the bank and all that.
All those things. So I think that will be also be
eliminate all.
Yes. So I think these are small things which we are bringing to the table for the customers, right?
I believe you have a product called Swadesh Banking. Is that what you just described, or is that something more?
So no, it's not a product, right? It's a vertical.
Okay.
So what we have done now, that because we really want to focus more on our semi-urban and rural markets, and India has around 70% markets are from those area only, right? So entire rural branches, entire semi-urban branches, entire product range to service those markets, we have clubbed under Swadesh Banking.
Okay.
And so that, we remain more sharper, we remain more specific to those markets' needs, and can build more and more there, right? And that is the whole objective of SFBs also, right?
Okay.
So that is why we have created this Swadesh Banking as a vertical.
Okay, give me some moving stories of actual human empowerment, where you sense that satisfaction. I helped this person or that person.
I think so many, because over the years, we have funded, we have given loans to maybe a first-time buyer, right? And he would have got first taxi from us, But after 10 years, when you meet him, he will say us that, I have 5 vehicles, I have also built a house, my son is getting to good schools and all those things. So I think we have done so much things in our markets, right? Okay. So I think 1 or 2 stories may not help you in this call.
Because there are literally hundreds and thousands.
There are so many, because, that's the whole...
You've seen someone from a hawker to a shop owner.
Yeah, sure. Because, And हम बोलते हैं हमारे system में कि रोटी कपड़ा मकान, right?
Yes.
So first you empower him through business loan, so that he can have his own livelihood, and then he can save some money, and then build his own home, and then give him the home loan, right? And if we say, and then of course the journey continues.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very moving.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what inspired you? And, what do you see as, something that inspires you to continue with this work?
I think I would say the whole opportunity around in this country, and the way I'm seeing India is transforming, जो हमारी country में बदलाव हो रहा है, which is just amazing, right? And we are now more rule-bound country, society. We are all committed, dedicated. So I think the sheer amount of opportunity next 10 years, it's just inspiring me to work more and more. And also to bring so much of impact. Because Lata, I strongly believe that banks are public platform. I'm very fortunate to get this whole, I would say, chance to run a bank, right? And create this kind of impact, because banks runs in everyday's life, So I think in this hinterland, the semi-urban, rural markets, we can create more and more awareness about banking. We can build more and more products, more and more services. And we're also an opinion maker in those markets, right? People take us with a lot of respect. So we can actually be a part of their whole journey of understanding finance, understanding their whole
it's very
wealth creation,
put.
right?
A teacher can teach, a doctor can perhaps provide for health, a journalist can provide opinion, but a banker really enables a person to do many things. I mean, to educate their children, to perhaps get medical help when they want. I mean, that's really well put.
Correct.
Since you are such a change maker yourself, what is the one change that you want to see in the country?
Oh,
that's a difficult question.
It's a difficult one because I want to see many. But I think first thing that comes to my mind is this, that, let's empower people through knowledge, through finance, because, I strongly believe that everybody has a potential, right? And somehow he's not able to unlock this, And I see the two reasons. First, knowledge, and second, money. So how we can do this, And the bank has that capability to bring knowledge and also the capital or the money he requires or she requires. Okay. So that's one change I really want to make to this world, this country, that, let's make every Indian empowerment.
Okay, there are many people watching you. Many of them could be individuals who would want to make a difference.
Correct.
How will you inspire the change makers who are watching you?
Okay.
Or potential change makers?
Correct. So मैं आपको हिंदी में बताता हूँ because so एक शेर है, उसी से शायद लोग बाग इंस्पायर हो पाएंगे, और वो ऐसे, और आज के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बहुत रिलेवेंट भी है कि विरासत से तय नहीं होंगे तरक्की के मुकाम, ये तो उड़ान तय करेगी आसमां किसका है.
Arey wah, I think I cannot wrap up such a beautiful message. That's very true. People should not be bogged down कि हमारे पास विरासत नहीं है. The point is that you can fly as high as you want.
Yeah, be
and
bold.
There are people.
Yeah, be bold, be honest. Look for purpose, execute it. World will support you.
Yes, nothing is as good a fuel as a mission, and a vision that is clear.
Correct.
Thank you very much, Sanjay Agarwal, for joining us in this very special conversation. And with AU Small Finance Bank, Network 18 promises to bring you wonderful stories about change makers, something which AU Small Finance is good at because they are living that concept. They are bringing Badlaav in the true spirit of the word. Thank you very much for watching this special Curtain Raiser episode.